9 miles south of downtown L.A. as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico in the booth with Greg Olson and Blake Groupie on the field to get this started. Off we go here in Inglewood. Get across the 20, mark them at 2-yard line. The first carry for the Spartans, Kenneth Walker. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And that'll move the sticks. First down, up to the 4.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
2 yards.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd and a yard.
Check smash. Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Once again, it's Walker. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It's never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
70 Ranger, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19, Mustang 19. Go.
They'll indeed go for it with Milrow. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
Here's a first carry for their running back, and it'll be brought down right around the 40. Nicky Manwari is there to make the play.
A gain of 5 brings up second and
They'll break the huddle.
at the
It's
Seahawks'
second and
40-yard
5.
line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Mullins.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Okay, break. Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick. 70 Timberwolves.
On first down, it's Milroe. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stopping with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you could ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Your body is acting out. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you that.
79 Broncos. 70. Back to 60.
On first and 10, it's Milroe. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. He's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9.
Let's go, Matt.
On play action, Milroe. On the run to the right. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. Third down coming up.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Third and 9.
7 block.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. Still going. And he one for him on the year. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
In trouble, and down he goes. Quay Walker gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
On 3rd and long, here's Garner. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And this is a pretty good result.
The Seahawks
that
take
kick
over
will
1st
head
and
out of
10
bounds
at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Let it go.
Another run here with Mitchell. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Braden Fisk. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
19-18.
They'll go play action. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Braden Fisk. He's proven to be hard to block as he gets to the quarterback for a 2nd consecutive play. So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. He's taken down just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
It's first down, and they'll run. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Channing Tindall on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's taken in, and he's going to have a Rams first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Write down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He's brought down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's going to be marched out of bounds down at the the 3.
13 yards.
It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
First down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
We're going to start.
He'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Once more from the 2. Third and goal. They'll run. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, LA.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. Might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
Leads to second.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good.
A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
43-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll go play action with Darnold. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. First time they've worked his way all game long. And he comes through with the grab and the first down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Handoff as they try to run it here. Good blocking to the 15. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
Down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
They'll stick with him again. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Rams. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
Now I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Milrow gonna look to run it himself. And he'll be marked out at the 34-yard line. 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
Trying to make a play out of the pocket, couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Groupie now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead.
Seahawks 7.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Now Milrow on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass when he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
On second down, here's Milrow. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Milrow. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Seattle.
Mustang 19. Come on.
Out of the gun, it's Milrow. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards to gain there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because of that.
And he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the 1st round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On play action. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinn Williams, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the 1st down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, 3rd down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in 3rd and pass.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Darnold. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff here, up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
At the 37-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone.
Brings up 3rd
Back with
and
more
11.
after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. And great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. This one from 54 yards out. Groupie's kick is good. And the Rams will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up for 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To the air, it's Milrow. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Kobe Turner in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Milrow. He'll air it out down the middle. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball and
into space. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 83 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On second down, it's Darnold. That's complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Nine yards from the end zone for second down and goal.
Go, set. Double 80. Double up.
Now give on the ground, and he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his second touchdown in this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Lucas able to add the extra point, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll throw on first down with Milrow. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Slot man in motion right. Going up top. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So at this point in the game, Mike, offensively, I think for the offensive coordinator and the quarterback and everyone, they're just trying to build on something. Can you generate an explosive play? Can you bring just a little bit of energy to the huddle and to the sideline? Because throughout most of this game, not a whole lot's gone right.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now Milrow. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He makes sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he will have the Seahawks first down. Well, they took a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs.
60 back there. 60 back.
They go play action now with Milrow. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Seahawks.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
Drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that 4th down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here is 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Set.
They'll drop to throw.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read. But what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Forced out wide. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit. So you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Rupi able to add the extra point. And the Rams are able to extend the lead.
Seahawks, 31.
After the touchdown, it's Rupi to kick this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Ready? Safety Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. And he's going to score again. Back for a daily double. The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. Rupi now on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams tack on one more to their lead.
52. 31.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second and 7.
At the 23-yard line.
On play action, Milrow. Downfield, he's got Horton. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On 1st and 10, it's Milrow. He's going to air this one out. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Rams. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten.